What's going on, guys? It's your big boy Aaron J to the C, and I'm back in the house with another brand new video. I did not gel my hair up, but I did have a haircut today. But the one thing that I'm going to mention today is that we're going to do a different kind of video today. We're going to do a react video. So this react video is going to be pretty vulgar and a little bit of violent. But we're going to react to this video that Will Smith has, attacked Chris Rock while he was giving a joke based on Will Smith's wife. So we're gonna have a look at this and see where we end up, because it's gone all over the news. There are memes of it, there's side tracks of it, and there's even parodies of this. So let's just have a look and let's just see what has happened and what we can learn and what's the conclusion based on this. Alright, we're gonna have a look and see where this ends up. I'm gonna put my volume a little bit low just because I want to know and hear properly on what they are going to say. Alright, let's just watch this by The Guardian. Yeah.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Alright, I just want to be very honest with you. I did not see this clip, but I didn't even see the Oscar awards. But let me tell you something right now. That was actually pretty brutal. If you don't know what happens is I don't know what's the name of the condition that Will Smith's wife has, but she has a pretty interesting condition. Her hair actually falls off. So if you're wondering why her hair is actually, like balding, just go back. We'll just go back there. Yeah, like if you wonder why her hair is actually balding, and look at her face. Let's just take a look at that. Will Smith is having a blast, just enjoying Chris Rock's comedy.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh, dude, look at her face. She's so pissed off, dude. And Will Smith is laughing, and I guess when he made that joke based on his wife, I think he looked at his wife and was like, I gotta stand up for her. And look, he's still laughing, and she's like so pissed off at him. I mean, look, she's still pissed off. I mean, I understand maybe he did go a bit too far regarding about what happened to her and her hair loss, but he didn't deserve to get punched or slapped or whatever just happened. But this is just insane. Let's have a look. All right. Yeah, the whole
That was a nice one. Okay.
the whole crowd is just like, wow. This is where it gets. Oh no. Oh.
Wow.
Look at Will Smith right now. Look at him. He's just walking casually like nothing just happened. Yeah, so Will Smith just beat the crap out of you. Let's just go back. Look at that. I don't know if that was a punch or a slap, but I think it kind of looked like the slap because he kind of like hit him and just went like that. Like, look at that. Yeah, his hand just went down like that. So, wow. Look at Will Smith right now. He's acting like he's the Billy Big Balls or something, or he's like the gangster, like I'm standing up for my wife. I'm just gonna slap you in the face and just, protect my wife. I mean, he's just acting like he's got some balls, but I tell you, this is just the worst thing you can do, on a stage in front of a live audience. It's just like, this is exactly the worst moment, just like when Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift's award. It's just as bad as that. This is the worst you can do. I mean, what Kanye West did back then was completely idiotic, but this was worse. To attack somebody on stage just because he made a comedy comment on it is just horrible. And some people may argue and say that what Chris Rock did was bad. He shouldn't have gone too far. I mean, comedians tend to go a bit far, but there's always some sort of a joke to it. You have to understand that. Alright, let's just have a look and see what happens.
Ow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, dude. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
I like how Chris Rock just says, "I'm going to." It's like he knows. He's not afraid of Will Smith. You have to understand. He's not afraid of Will Smith. I think Will Smith and him kind of like have like a, brotherly relationship. I'm pretty sure. I hope so. But Chris Rock is trying to understand what made him go this far to smack him in front of a live audience, in front of TV especially, just because of one comment. I get so sad when comedians like Jim Carrey and Chris Rock, who were once great comedians, now have to be very careful what they say today because of the comments they really, really bring up, like what just happened. And the worst part is, Will Smith's wife, I think, was a lot happier that he did that to him. And let's just continue and see what happens. Alright, let's just go back a little bit.
Your fucking mouth.
Look at the lady behind. I forgot her name, but look at her right there. Just in complete shock, in complete fear that someone like Will Smith, who's supposedly like they say he's like the best actor in the 90s generation, could end up doing something as stupid as this. I mean, look at her. She looks so afraid of him. Look at that. Look at that fear in her eyes.
I'm going to, okay?
Look at him. He's so calm.
Oh, okay.
See, he's like pondering to himself, like, what has just happened? Like, I just made a joke, and all of a sudden it becomes like an argument. It's just amazing, man.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
See, that's what I like about comedians. This is why they're great as hosts or MCs, because even if there's a problem like what just happened today, or just now in this video, it just goes to show that even though he was so stunned and so like amazed at what just happened, like what has happened to him, he still played it off as a joke. He still thought of it as like, the greatest night in history. I'm like, he's making a joke. And he's still able to come out of this, man. That's how great of a comedian he is. Some comedians, they'll just drop the mic and run off or walk away. But what just happened was completely bananas,
Okay.
Wow, okay, let's watch another video to understand what has happened. Okay, let's just see with this one right here.
Oh, Richard.
Okay, this is what we just saw earlier.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Make it a bit softer.
Will Smith did-
The feed goes silent, and so does the audience after
Yeah.
Will Smith takes a swing at Chris.
Look at this guy's face. I don't know if he's happy or mad, but he looks like he's having a blast hitting the dude, He looked like he was happy to hit him.
Rock on stage at the Oscars.
Ooh, yeah, that was a
Calling
slap.
down
That was a
after
slap.
Chris made a crack about Will's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and her shaved head.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Now, I kind of understand what he was trying to say. If you don't know what G.I. Jane was, I mean, back in 1997, there was this movie called G.I. Jane. It was like a playoff of G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, the action figure, or the army, like Rambo, like that. And, looking at, because if you see, there's one part in the movie G.I. Jane where she shaves her head to join the army. And he's like making a reference towards that on her. Like, he's trying to like make a joke like, hey, can't wait to see you playing the new movie G.I. Jane because of your shaved head. And it looks like Will Smith is having a fun time. Look at him. He looks like he's happy, or just like, taking it as a joke. She looked like she was enjoying in the beginning until when he made that comment. And look at her now. Let's look at this. Ah, man, come on. See, look at her. She was like so pissed off.
That was a nice one. Okay.
Yeah, that was quite nice. It was quite funny a little bit.
Laugh at first, things immediately turn sour
Oh, no.
as he takes to the stage, slapping Chris straight across the face.
Oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith did-
The sound on the broadcast suddenly cut out in the moments following the altercation, but international markets saw the feed in full. Will shouting at the top of his lungs, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Clearly shaken and unsure how to proceed, Chris responds the best way he knows how, with another joke.
That was a greatest night in the history of television.
See? That was awesome.
So what happened next? E.T. has learned that Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry pulled Will aside for a private chat during the commercial break that followed. Denzel was up against his pal for the Best Actor trophy at the show.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, well, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right.
I just want to comment something on Denzel. I mean, he looks super old. I'm so sorry, Denzel, but dang, I love Denzel. But dude, he looks like he has aged quite, quite a lot. I mean, look at that. Look at his eye bags, man. It's just noticeable.
right now, so it better be him.
The trio hugged, and it appeared things had calmed down. A source tells ET, quote, "The theater was silent after Will got up and hit Chris. No one could tell if it was staged or a joke at first. It was incredibly awkward for the whole audience. Will's friends and team have been trying to calm him down."
Oh, wow. Wow.
As for why the joke may have hit a nerve for the couple, Jada was diagnosed with alopecia in 2018.
Alopecia, that's the name. I kind of forgot it. Alopecia, that means you know, is a condition where your hair falls off, and you tend to like have patches of hair still attached, but it tends to fall off. So that's why she shaved her head to, you know, avoid that from happening. So I think she looks pretty nice with that.
A hair loss condition which she has
She looks pretty
spoken
beautiful
about
without the hair.
many times.
Y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia, and just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions.
And earlier in the night, co-host Regina Hall made a jab at Jada, which could have also contributed to Will storming the stage.
Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list and looks like Jada approved you, so you get on up here. Get on up here.
It's also worth noting, Chris made digs about Jada when he hosted the show back in 2016, too. So there's history here. Will got a chance to address the incident when he won.
Look at him just trying to cry. Look at that. Look at him just trying to act like nothing has happened.
The Best Actor honor, his first.
Okay, I will admit he did deserve to win the Best Actor because of his many years acting, and especially the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, as Hancock, and what was the other? I forgot the name, where they involve zombies, I think. I kind of forgot, but yeah, I mean, it was just great for him to win the Best Actor award. But he didn't deserve to, you know, just punch a guy in the middle of the stage like that. It was just stupid right there.
For Academy Award.
You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
Okay, that's the difference between love and what you just did, Will Smith. Let's just review this.
People disrespecting you.
People disrespecting you. Okay, this one is pretty natural. Everybody disrespects everybody, but Chris never disrespected his wife. He just made a joke, and some people may think that is disrespecting. He's making fun of her condition. Well, it's just a joke, okay? I mean, he's not like he's making fun of cancer, making fun of dead people. He's just making a reference towards something that, you know, that's just like funny, you know. What's the big deal?
And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Not really. I mean, if someone disrespects you, depending on how you take it, I mean, if you take it with a grain of salt or a pinch of salt, then I think you're able to, you know, overcome your burden. But if you feel like you've been hurt, it's best for you to take it to the side and maybe talk to the person. Like maybe after the award ceremony, he could have like talked to Chris and said, what you have made about my wife was uncool, and I think it's not right. You should have done that. I think that should have been a better way to do it, instead of him going in front of the stage and slapping the hell out of Chris just for a comment. Is just completely stupid. It's completely stupidity right there.
Art imitates life. I look like the
Art imitates life. There is a bit of truth in that, but what I would say is that if you really feel like art imitates life, so what art did you have created when you slapped Chris Rock? It reflects on your attitude and it reflects on your life. You know, Will Smith is known to be a very aggressive man and not a really bright man as well, but he has been pretty much aggressive most of the time, especially although he's loving to his wife, but that doesn't mean he has a good history as well. He also has a tendency to be a little bit of a hardhead and a bit of a volcano to erupt very easily.
crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard.
This is, I think, yeah, this is one of the players. I think I forgot a name, but this is one of the players that actually, in real life, this is the daughter of the real father that is alive today, Ray Williams. Sorry about that. Yeah, really, it's actually really impressive.
Love will make you do crazy things.
Okay, when love make you do crazy things, is one thing to say, but love doesn't necessarily mean slapping someone in front of a stage just because he made a joke about your wife. You know, there's a barrier, or maybe there's a reason why, you know, love makes us do something. But if you really love your wife so much, the best thing you can do for her is at least try to, you know, defend her in a way that's not really involved with violence. So what you did, Will Smith, was not the smartest, but I would say if you were to go about this differently, talk to Chris. You know, what's the point of having an award if your attitude still isn't still hasn't changed? You talk about love. Why not show love to Chris? You know, just brush it off like it's just a joke. Why do you have to be so defensive, so violent, so, you know, so defensive towards a joke that has caused you like a bit of anger? Like, come on, man. What's wrong with you? Do you really have to show that kind of attitude? And you keep talking about love? I mean, that's not what love is. If you really love someone, or if you really do care about someone, the best thing you can do is show your feelings or show your kindness, not show your anger. You know, anger should be the last thing you do. Should be the last thing you do, or should never be done, you know. If there's one thing I know, is that if you really want to show love, show the right way. Don't just show love by hitting another person just because he made a snappy comment about something, you know. I mean, what can I say about Will Smith? I mean, the way that he hit Chris Rock was not fair, and the way he just like went up against him was not fair, and the way that, you know, the way he just put it off as if it was just like nothing has happened. I mean, look at this. He didn't even get to say sorry, you know. He told the Academy that he apologized to the Academy. I mean, look at this. Will Smith hits Chris Rock on Oscar stage. This was 18 minutes ago. Look at this crap. Look at that. See, can't wait for G.I. Jane. It's a reference to a shaved hairdo which results in a hair loss, alopecia. And there it says here. He later apologized on stage. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees, he said during a tearful acceptance speech. But there is nowhere that he has said, I'm sorry to Chris Rock. He just apologized to the Academy. He didn't even apologize personally to Chris Rock. I mean, that was really uncanny. If love does make you do crazy things, then you should have done the things that you have done today. It's just completely stupid. Other guests at the party reacted to the incident, with filmmaker David Furnish saying he tells his son, with Elton John, don't hit anybody under any circumstances. Wow. Would you look at that, huh? But actress and comedian Tiffany Haddish defended Smith, saying he had been standing up for his wife. Now, as I said, if you're standing up for someone, the best thing you can do is, you know, stop with the violence. That's the last thing, or that's the worst thing you can do. And standing up to your wife, that doesn't mean you have to go and attack somebody, you know. And that doesn't mean you have to start a fight just because you have an opinion on something, or maybe that person has made you offended. The best thing you can do is, as I said, take the person to the side, talk it out. You know, maybe, who knows, maybe if Will Smith would have talked to Chris during the break, maybe it would have been much easier, and Chris would have said he apologized to the wife. But Tiffany Haddish, you're being a complete wrong about this. If he was defending his wife, he wouldn't have been laughing in the beginning when Chris made that joke. That's not defending. That's accepting the joke. And you know, I mean, it's good to see that Will laughed for a while, but I guess when he looked at his wife, I think his wife was probably not happy, and he went up there and knocked the crap out of Rock. Jaden Smith tweeted after his father on the Rock, and that's how we do it. See, even your son advocates violence. And that's how we do it. So you mean to tell me that you have been hitting other people as well, Will Smith, huh? So does your son Jaden Smith also hits other people, or does your wife hit you, or does any of you hit other people? You really do it? You really advocate violence? Other members of the film industry criticized Smith, with The Last Samurai producer Marshall Herskovitz calling on the Academy to take disciplinary action against him, and Star Wars actor Mark Hamill calling it the ugliest Oscar moment ever. He added, stand-up comics are very adapted at handling hecklers. Violent physical assault, not so much. You can tell just by Chris Rock when he got hit pretty hard by Will Smith. I guess it was like an eye-opener that anybody, not just verbally but physically, can get attacked on stage just by walking up to them and beating the crap out of them. I mean, it's a good thing that Marshall Herskovitz is calling the Academy to take disciplinary action, because he shouldn't have got the award. And if he did that in front of Chris Rock, he shouldn't have got the award. If that happened in Malaysia, if you hit the MC or the host on stage, they would take the award away from you. So why is Will Smith getting an award for something that he doesn't deserve? For something that he's been working so hard for, but acting like a complete moron just because of a snappy comment or a joke. So I guess, in conclusion, guys, don't be an idiot like Will Smith, and don't hit anybody just because someone made a joke or a snappy comment on something. Just learn to hold it in, have some patience, have some endurance, and maybe, who knows, maybe you can become like Chris Rock, take everything as a joke and live life like it's just for fun. So thank you guys so much for support. Do leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on the video too. Helps me to improve myself, and do subscribe to my channel. And it's raining outside right now a little bit, and I thank you all so much, even though I've not been making videos enough because I've been too busy preaching and sharing the gospel. But I will try my best to get as much as out there. If I don't, then I apologize, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye, peace.